states?
No, I don't.
Why do you think it is that you're trailing Trump in all these swing state polls?
Because you don't read the polls. I'll give you 10 polls. 8 of them, I'm beating them in those states. 8 of them. You guys only do 2. CNN and New York Times. Check it out. Check it out. We'll get the copy.
Okay, joining us now, Marc Lotter, former special assistant to President Trump. Well, here's another brand new poll from Emerson. Trump is leading Biden in the swing states of Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona. So what do you think of this exchange from the president?
I just think he's either misinformed or just trying to misinform the American people. Look, there's a long theory in politics that one poll does not make a trend. There have been 4 polls this week that all show Joe Biden losing to Donald Trump and Donald Trump winning in 5 or 6 of the key battleground states. So that is a trend. I think it's safe to say Joe Biden is losing to Donald Trump right now.
What did you think of the GOP debate last night? I mean, Vivek Ramaswamy, said Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis are Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. Nikki Haley said Putin and Xi are, quote, salivating for Ramaswamy to be president. What did you make of the debates? I mean, Ramaswamy was slammed by Nikki Haley for bringing up her daughter's TikTok use, and Nikki Haley called him, quote, scum. What'd you think?
Yeah, usually children are off limits in terms of presidential polls, obviously, especially on something like this, like TikTok and things like that. I thought the debate was the most substantive debate of the 3, but it still's not going to move the needle. I mean, Donald Trump is up 45 points nationally. He's up 30 points in Iowa, 30 points in New Hampshire, and nothing about the battle for a distant second place changed that narrative last night.
Mark, let's have your reaction to this. Watch Vivek Ramaswamy here.
So the fact of the matter is, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
Sorry. This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story. And they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie.
I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. Since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020. 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023.
He also asked Ronna McDaniel to resign. What do you think of all this, Mark?
Well, you never lose points in a Republican primary by attacking the mainstream media, so that doesn't surprise me. Although I do think the moderators and the candidates conducted themselves fairly well. You could actually listen to the candidates last night. And while we still have fundamental infrastructure things that we've got to improve going into the next election cycle, these were state and local elections. And using Kentucky, for example, Governor Beshear comes from a very well-known, very popular family. And while you saw Republicans winning up and down the ballot, they showed that there is a long history of success in that state for the Beshear family.
There's been real criticism of the get out the vote effort by Republicans, that they're not getting out the vote like Democrats are. What do you make of that?
It's a challenge, and it's a challenge we have faced, and we encountered it in 2020. I think we encountered it again in 22 and again last night, or on Tuesday night, and we've got to get better at it. The Democrats, they know where their votes are, they know where to get them, and they know how to get them to the polls, whether they have to drag them there or bust them there. They will get their votes out. We have to get as good as they do of identifying people who want low gas prices, who want low crime,
okay,
who want low inflation.
Do you think Ronna McDaniel should step down?
I'll leave that to the RNC committee. They're the ones that obviously deal with that. But we're in the middle of a presidential election cycle. The election is now less than 1 year from now. And so I think we've got to be united, get behind our candidate, get behind the policies that are already winning at the polls, and do everything we can to push forward and save these discussions for 2025 after, hopefully, we've won.
Got it. Marc Lotter, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you.